I'm Randall Whitehead, and I am going to improve your life through the use of great lighting. I want to talk to you about lighting for kitchens today. It's a little bit different than when you and I were growing up. For one, child labor laws are enacted now, and also we're not making meatballs about the size of Buicks, as you see in this shot here. What's really happening is that the kitchen is becoming the new gathering space for casual entertaining, and lighting from our childhood, it just doesn't work anymore. If you just have a fixture in the center of the room, what's happening is you are always in your own shadow when you're trying to work at the counter. That's not good lighting to work by, and you don't look very good under that light either. Track lighting, that doesn't help very much either. And as my mom always said, your head makes a better door than a window. So you're trying to work there at the kitchen counter or at the kitchen island, and you're creating your own shadow in that space. The best type of lighting is layered light, where you're taking different types of light. Light bounced off the ceiling, light going towards art, work light along your task areas, all of these working together to create a wonderful, cohesive environment that's not only good looking, but it's also good to work by. Now, in this kitchen, we've got recessed down lights, and that's the worst type of light to be under. Because if I was under a recessed down light, I would kind of look like this. This is not good. We got the hard shadows under here, under here, under here. I'm aged by about 10 years. Do you want to look like that in your kitchen? Turn that light off. Whew, don't I look much better? Thank you. What's happening now is we're using these decorative fixtures. A series of pendants are very popular along that center island because that's where people are gathering up to have their glass of wine, have a little guacamole and chips. These guys throw a nice soft light out, and they also draw you into the kitchen. Here in this particular one, we're actually using 5 pendants altogether, a larger one in the center, and 4 single pendants around the coffered ceiling that really play off of that architecture. What we've got here is a series of dish-shaped pendants, and what they do is they're throwing that wonderful light in, and because they're alabaster, they're not throwing too much light out so that they glare into the space. But you might be surprised to know that these guys are fluorescent. In this kitchen too, all the light that you see in here is fluorescent. The recessed fixtures, the pendant fixtures, the under cabinet light, and also they're all dimmable as well. Nice warm colors. It's not the fluorescent that you and I grew up with. It's not like we look like Shrek under this light. We have a warm, wonderful, inviting light that really makes the space almost like the glow of a roaring fire and still energy efficient. In this kitchen too, maybe the light's a little bit cooler than you saw in the other shot, but what we've got going on here is a crisp light that you can really tell color going on. And also as we age, what happens is we tend to see a lot more yellow light, and so that combined with the yellow incandescent, it cuts down on our visual acuity, and what happens is we tend to trip over things and bump into stuff, and you can't blame it on the cocktails all the time. Here you can see a little bit of that detail of the light bouncing up off of the ceiling, of this nice little architectural detail that matches the line of the counter below. A really nice detail, no glare, you look good in this kitchen. This particular kitchen, it was a galley kitchen. It was only 6 feet wide but had a 10-foot ceiling, and the other problem was there was a staircase that went right through the center of it, right through the center of that ceiling there. Bad feng shui. And so what we did was we brought in some architects to help us out. And they suggested 2 barrel vaults, one at 9'6" at the front part of the kitchen and one at 7'6" underneath that staircase. The result, as you can see, is a wonderful solution that is both architecturally interesting, very good lighting, and hides that weird staircase in there. Really, really a nice space. And those 3 pendants, they also have fluorescent in them, and these are screw-in compact fluorescents that you can buy that you can dim with a standard incandescent dimmer. They're great. You might not have thought about it, but the color of light has a great influence on the objects in the space. Take a look at this metal wall sconce here. Tell me what you think the surface finish is. Is it brass? Is it bronze? Is it copper? All right, think about that for a moment, and now take a look at this wall sconce. Is it pewter? Is it nickel? Is it silver? Well, you might be surprised to know it is the same sconce, but it is the color of the light that changes your perception of what those sconces look like. Here in this kitchen, all of the colors and surfaces, it didn't work with just standard incandescent lighting because these colors were selected under a daylight situation, and so the counter looked like a cream colored counter and the walls looked like a hunter green. But under yellow, the counter has kind of a banana cream look to it and the wall has kind of a pond scum look to it. Not the very best colors. But look at this place. This kitchen has everything going for it. The colors are enhanced by the color of the light. Look at the wall color. Look at the finish on the floors. The warmth of the color in this room works with everything in there. And also, we have that light layering going on. We have the architectural bling over the table, that visual sparkle from the pendant fixture. We've got wash of light on the walls for art and to play off that faux finish that's on the walls there. Also, we have task light in there so that people can do work in there, but they're not going to be in competition with the space. They're going to look as good as the space does when there's nobody in there. And that's when lighting and architecture and interior design all work together. I hope that what I've shared with you today has given you some really good ideas on how to improve the quality of your life with lighting. This is Randall Whitehead. Thank you very much.